Well, good everyone. It's Sunday afternoon, and I would say most people have got their voting papers. I've already got many people ringing me up, probably about 20 a day, and they're basically ringing me and they're saying, hey look, we want to vote for you, Murray and Max. So Max won for mayor and me one. That's their first choice, and they're really confused. They don't know which way to vote, because they don't want to make the mistake like last year where they just voted for name recognition and we got the same old councillors back in. And that's my biggest fear as well. So with STV voting, it's really important to not vote on name recognition. So if you look through the bookwork and see who is going to respect your views, and if you can only find 2 or 3, only vote for 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. That's the way. As soon as you vote for all 10, you'll start running out of names, and you might probably, or the average person might probably start using name recognition to fill in the gaps. If you do that, the same councillors that put us in this position and increase our rates, and that's the reason why I've got the famous orange rates cap, because I do believe in rates caps. We don't want the same councillors around the table that have made the same decisions and kept our rates over 10% every year. So we do need to make the decision. I've had people ring me up and they've said, oh look, I've given you and Max the tick, who else? Straight away they've wasted their time, because if you tick the box instead of number the box, your voting will be invalid. So there is no ticking, it's only numbers. I think the regional council, from memory, they've still got ticks. So it's very confusing. And that's another thing. If Max does get in, we are going to push for the old school of first past the post. So it's just you vote for who you want based on the ticking. It's so much simpler, a lot less confusing, and I think we need a change. I believe this STV voting is not the way to go. It just confuses people. A lot of people still think they can tick. They say it's good for diversity, but I don't think it is. I just think we're getting the wrong people around the table. I'll just turn my radar off. Yeah, we're getting the wrong people around the table, and we need to make the decisions, and block voting can be done with first past the post. So that's going to come up for us to debate on during this term, because it happens every 6 years. So what I suggest you do, I've got my phone number in the form, this form here. Okay, you can read through that. The reason I put my phone number in the form is for people to ring me. Now I won't tell you how to vote, but I will tell you who I feel would be best, who I could work with, and then you figure out, based on reading this, which ones in order you want to go for. So that's really important. So that's what I'll do. Ring me and we can work it out together, but I won't tell you which numbers to put in, but I will tell you which I feel based on their campaigning. And it's good because I've been to damn near every debate, probably 80 to 90% of all the debates right the way through, and that's another thing. So don't vote because you've got the weekend. You've got 3 weeks to vote. Don't vote too early. There's a lot of stuff happening, and even I'm sort of undecided on a few people, because they're not really saying what needs to be said. So there will be questions coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks where we can delve deep into these people's brains and see what side of the fence they sit on. So don't be afraid to wait. Don't vote too early, and we can look at this and work on it together. But the most important thing is we've got to get people around the table that think similar to both Max and myself. So if you're in that situation, you want to vote for Max and you want to vote for me, and you're just concerned about who you want around the table, give us a ring and we'll just guide you in a way where we think would be the best choice. So it's really important to get the right choice, because you've only got one chance every 3 years. So if you want to ring me direct, my number is 021 936 837. That's 021 936 837, and we can really make the change that's needed. So yeah, I'm just at the hospital here. If you've looked out the window and figured out where I'm going, Mum's in hospital for a few days, so I'll go and visit her and then just have a relaxing Sunday. But I'm expecting probably another 15 calls from people like you to try and figure out where we can make the change and who we can get around the table to get the change that's needed. So yeah, have a wonderful Sunday, guys, and looks like the wind's stopping and it's going to be a great evening ahead. Okay, thanks once again. 1 Max for Mayor and 1 Murray for Council, and then make sure you choose right of who else is. So I'm expecting a phone call. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.